Good morning again, Cambridge class. So yesterday and the day before we were looking at addition. It's things we've covered before. For us this week, it's practice. So there'll be a lot of things for you to do today that will be practicing the skill of subtraction today. So before we get started, go and get yourself a pencil and a piece of paper so that you can write things down as we go along. Okay, I'm going to ask you very much to stay with me. Pause the video when you need to and calculate for yourself before looking at the answers. We're going to have a look at subtracting whole digit numbers with more than 4 digits. Well, let's just have a quick look at this one for a little bit of practice. Look at this one. I've got 4 take away 5. I am going to have to exchange one of the 10s there to give me 14. 14 take away 5 is 9. Okay, 2 take away 6, I'm going to have to exchange again. And now I've got 120, take away 60, gives me another 60. 500, take away 500 is nothing. And 9 take away 3 is 6. That's the method that we're going to use. It's one that you know quite well. Okay, so just like on Monday, you've got some calculations to try. So you're going to pause the video and have a careful go at these. Just be careful because some of them do require some thinking about, and these will need to be set out as a column method. So pause the video and have a go, and I'll pop the answers up in a minute. Okay, let's have a look at the answers. The first one, our second one, and our third one. Yeah, and I think almost all of those required some exchange at some point, didn't they? Okay, so we've got 5 teams, and here are their flying times. Big numbers again in the tens of thousands. This one here, 82,658. It might be worth just reading the other numbers to yourself before we get started. Right, now we're looking at which 2 teams have got a difference of exactly 10,676. So which 2 numbers can we pair together where the big one is 10,676 more than the smaller one? And the same here, where the biggest number is 21,623, bigger than the other number. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so the sea beast and the air warrior. So look at my sea beast, 82,658, and my air warrior is 71,982. Yeah, it's about 10,000 less. And the next one, number 1 and the sea beast. Well done. If you got that, well done for persevering, because that was a tricky one. Okay, so Jamila has been practicing her column subtraction, but she's made some mistakes. Can you spot her mistakes and explain the error? And then what I'd like you to do is try the calculation for yourself. Get it right. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the first one. Well, I think she did 8 take away 2 when it really should have been 2 take away 8, and then that would have required some exchange from here, wouldn't it? And so this is the correct answer. Let's look at this one. Okay, so she did some exchange here, but she didn't record it. So I can see she's done 11, take away 3 is 8, but she didn't record it here. So the correct total should have been 61,708. Okay, we're saying, is this statement always, sometimes, or never true? Explain your thinking. And so here we're saying the difference between 2 odd numbers is odd. And what you might need to do is find some odd numbers, write them down, and find their difference. Do you always get an odd number when you do that? And we're saying here, no, it's never true. An odd number subtracted from another odd number will always give you an even number. You take an odd number away from an odd number, you will always get an even number. So 9 take away 7 is 2. 11 take away 5 is 6. You'll always get an even number. Okay, so we've got another missing calculation this time. Remember we're doing subtraction this time. So 9 take away 2 will give us 7. But 3 take away 5 won't give us 8. So there must be some exchange going on here. Pause the video and have a go at this one. This is a tricky challenge here. Look, it's a deeper, tricky challenge. If you're finding this really tricky, that's okay. We can move straight on to the answers. But if you want to challenge yourself, pause your video now. Okay, let's have a look. 9 take away 2 is 7. And then we'll put a 0 and a 5 and a 4. Let's try that. 9 take away 2 is 7. 3 take away 5. We'll need to exchange. We'll need to exchange from here to here to here, which makes that 13 take away 5, which is 8. And that will make that 9 take away 6, which is 3. 5 take away 5, well, it's 4 take away 5, so I've done some exchange. 14 take away 5 is 9, add the 4. Same again. Really well done if you got that. Now, we have a whole number, 3 whole numbers, A, B and C, and each of the numbers has 5 digits. The difference between A and B is 18,304. The difference between B and C is 35,782. What could my numbers be? You might want to pause the video and give that some thought. You might want to use a bar modelling method to help you with this. It is a really tricky challenge, so for those of you who just want to watch, we'll move on to the next slide. Okay, so it could have been A was 75,123. B is then 18,000 less. And C is 35,000 more than B. We're going to look at this again tomorrow and find a way to help ourselves to do this one. So let's do a little bit of practice today. Complete the calculations. If you need to draw it using draw place value counters out, there's no problem with that. Obviously, you haven't got place value counters, but you could draw them, and that's okay. I'm going to pause the video and do these two, and then there's one more. Okay, you've had a try. Let's look at the first one. First one. And second one. And let's look at the last one. The last one. Now again, I've drawn these here for us because we are going to have to make sure that when we write our calculations down, we're very, very careful, making sure we get the right digits in the right order, in the right place. Let's look at my first. Remember, I started in the ones place, always start in the ones place. And my number is 52,064. 52,064. Okay. 25,934. 4 take away 4 is 0. 6 take away 3 is 3. Nothing take away 9. I'm going to have to exchange. 10 take away 9 is 1. I'm going to need to exchange again. 11 take away 5 is 6. 4 take away 2 is 2. 26,130. Same again, 86,807. So I'm putting my 7 in first. So I know I've got absolutely everything in the right place. 86,807. 32,653. 7 take away 3, no problem. 10 take away 5 is 5. Oh, I didn't need to do that, did I? 7 take away 6 is 1. 6 take away 2 is 4. And 8 take away 3 is 5. Okay, now there's been some mistakes going on here as well, and we've got some set up here to do the calculation to check. Let's check what the mistakes might be. 1 take away 5 is 4. Well, that can't be right, can it? So that's the first mistake. Let's write the number in. 1, 6, 5, 2, 3, 5, 3, 6, 1. Take away 32,561, 1,635. Okay. So 11 take away 5 is 6. 5 take away 3 is 2. 15 take away 6 is 9. 1 take away 1 is nothing. 3 take away nothing is 3. It's quite this little bit here that was wrong, wasn't it? Let's read our next one, which is 4, 8, 2, 4, 8. 48,284. 52,653. 4 take away 3 is 1, 3. 12 take away 6 is 6. 3 take away 2 is 1. 8 take away 5 is 3. It looks like a heart, doesn't it? 3. Okay, so it's a bit trickier, this one. So give it your best shot. If you're not sure, then you can skip forward to the answer. But if you want to give it your best try, have a go. I know that 6 and 4 is 10, so it's a 0 down there, and I'm taking away, aren't I? 4 take away 3 so 6 take away 4 is 2. Something take away 5. Something takes that must be. Something take it must be a 0 there, mustn't it? Must be a 0 there. Have a go. Pause the video when you're ready. Start it up again when you're finished. Okay, let's have a look. Well, that's weird. Try that again. And here are the answers. And that is everything for today. We've practiced our subtraction skills. Now, if you like, you can go back to hit the button and see if you can beat your scores from last time. If you do, email and let me know, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.